Alright, so we're looking at a review of the concepts to help you be successful on the I love goldfish, the cheese kind problem. And pay attention, I think you're going to find this is much simpler than you may have thought. I'm going to give you some of the basics, show you some examples, and then you should be able to use those examples to help you complete the remainder of it on your own and do so correctly. First of all, let's start with what we know. We're talking about 3 different quantities that you could purchase. The regular bag of goldfish, a box of 9 mini packs of goldfish that are each 1 ounce, so that's a total of 9 ounces, or the bag was 6 ounces. And then the big box of goldfish, which is 30 ounces. And notice each one has a different price. $2 for the 6 ounce box, $5 for the box that totals 9 ounces, and $7 for the 30 ounce box. So we have different prices to match different quantities. They show you an example of one way to set up an XY comparison table here where ounces are the X, cost is the Y. But I flipped that over a little bit for you and we're doing it in our more familiar T-chart version. And so if we're starting down here, we have the bag of goldfish, the 6 ounces. And just, you know what, I'm just going to write in the cost here. Remember that's $2. The mini packs, the 9 ounce version was what, $5. And the big box came out to $7. So I just wrote that down there to help remind me so I don't have to go back and forth too much for you guys. Alright, let's take a look at what we have here. I'm going to solve this one for you as an example and let you move on to these other ones. So basically if we know that 6 ounces costs $2, we can try to break down that 6 ounces into other amounts. And we can even do it imagining if that same cost, that same rate applied to a larger amount like 9 ounces. That will help us graph this. So the first thing I'm going to find my unit rate. My unit is 1 ounce. I want to know how much 1 ounce costs. Well, if 6 ounce costs $2, all I need to do is take the $2 and divide it by 6, and that will tell how much I'm paying for 1 ounce. So I'm going to go ahead and use my calculator to help me out with it. Now where did I put it? There we go. Nothing wrong with using a calculator for something like this. 2, let's turn it on. 2 divided by 6, 0.33. Ooh, we're talking about money. That's 33 cents. I'm going to write it as 0.33 though. So 1 ounce costs 0.33. And again, I got that by doing the cost, $2 divided by the number of ounces. That gives me the cost for 1 ounce. Well, if I want to know 6 ounces, 6 ounces is just going to be the amount for 1 times 6. So I'm going to do some, like I did some rounding there. I'm going to do 0.33 times 6. Sure enough, I get $1.98 for 6 of them. And then same thing for 9. Now, even though we're only buying a 6 ounce quantity here, we could imagine if that price kept going, how much 9 would cost. And that just gives us another data point to compare when we do a graph. So, let's see. 0.33, that's 1 ounce cost times 6 ounces. Nope, I'm sorry there. Times 9 ounces gives me $2. So just under $3. $2.97. Same thing over here. Set it up again. I'm going to do, now these cost $5 for 9 ounces. Well, I'm going to figure out my unit cost. I'm going to do $5 divided by 9. Let's see what happens. 5 divided by 9, 0.55. I'm actually going to round that up to 0.56. So 1 costs 0.56. I'm going to let you complete the remainder of these. Use your unit cost here to figure out 6 ounces and 9 ounces for this size. And then same thing, you can follow that procedure for the big box. Now the next step was to do some graphing. And I'm just going to bring the graph over here to help us out a little bit. They're saying we can put this on a graph. And of course we can because we have X values and Y values. That means that what I really have here is 3 sets of ordered pairs. I'm going to rewrite them here. I have 1, 0.33. I have 6 and 1.98. And I have 9 and 2.97. All I need to do is graph them. Take a look. Ounces, which is my X on the bottom. Cost, which is my Y on the y-axis here on the left. So I'm going to do my first one. 1 ounce costs 33 cents. There's 1 ounce. Now we're going up by 25-cent intervals here. So here's 25 cents. 33 cents going to be just a little ways up from there, about not quite halfway to 50 cents. And then we have 6 ounces, $1.98. That's a little bit easier. 6 ounces, and $1.98 is just less than $2. So that's going to go right about there. Let me make this a little bit larger for you so you can see these points easier. And then 9 ounces, if I were paying for 9 ounces, it would be $2.97 total. 9 ounces, $2.97 is just under $3. We like doing 3 because we can see it very well visually. It looks like those pretty much line up, which is what should happen. If they don't line up, then you know you don't have a linear relationship or you did something wrong. Look at that. Using my straight edge here, I don't have a ruler, so I'm just going to use this edge. Nice and straight, and I carry my line out further than I need to. There we go. I'm going to label it. I would even suggest using 3 different colors, 1 for each size. This is the 6 ounce. 6 ounce size. There we go. You're going to want to do the other 2. So you're going to want to set up your data points for these. And once you get this filled out, put it on there. You're going to have 3 different lines. Please label each one. The next question asks you about those lines. So you need to analyze them. Some are going to be steeper than others. What does that mean? Get deep. I'm not going to give you an example of that. That's where your thinking has to play in. Of course, that's worth a decent amount of points. So 6 points total, actually. 6 points for this one. So really address that specifically. What does the steepness actually mean? Finally, all we're doing now is we're writing equations. We have lines. We know these are linear equations. We know that this is the form for a the equation for a line. Y equals mx plus b. Remember, m is your slope and b is your y-intercept. Now, this makes so much sense. I'm just going to give you one here. That y-intercept for every single one of these is going to be 0. Okay? So it's going to equal 0. Why does it equal 0? Well, this makes a lot of sense. We're talking about goldfish. If you buy 0 ounces of goldfish, that means none of them, how much you're going to pay? You're not going to pay anything, 0. So they're all going to start at 0, essentially. Because if you bought no goldfish, you wouldn't pay anything for them. What that tells us is when we rewrite this, it's really going to look like this. It's going to be y equals mx. We don't have to write plus 0 at the end. There's no need to do that. So let's do this first one. What I need to know is the slope. Well, there's a couple ways to do that. I could use rise over run. I could say, well, this is going a rise of $1 and a run of 1, 2, 3 ounces. Well, let's see if my rise equals 1 and my run equals 3, I get 1/3. So my equation is going to be 1/3 x, or y equals 1/3 x, I should say. Another way to do that, I could have also used the slope formula. And if I wanted to do that, I just use 2 of these points and I plug them into the slope formula. I'm going to do that for you right here. Remember, slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And let's use these points. Let's use 6 and $1.98, $1.98, and let's use 9 and 2.97. And let's call this x1 y1, and this will be x2 y2. Let's plug them in. y2 is 2.97. X or y1 is minus 1.98 over x2, which is 9, minus y1, which is 6. And let's see, I'm going to get 9 minus 6 is 3, and 2.97 minus 1.98, ooh, that's a difference of 99 cents. Hold on, am I getting that right? Yeah, about 99 cents. Well, oh, sorry, 0.99 is what I should put that. Sorry, I wrote it wrong there. So then, let's see. What happens when we do this? 0, clear. 0.99 divided by 3 equals 0.33, which is the same as 1/3. You could have even written it using the decimal. You could have written, let's see, you could have written y equals 0.33x. Either way. So that's how you find your equation. You need to do the same thing for this one and for this one. I got really jumbled here. You might want to do that on the back side of one of these pieces so that we can neatly see your answers. Please circle your answers so it's very clear. Good luck.